everyday cooking dad, cooking every day. Guys, welcome in, welcome back. Guys, we got this boneless pork loin. Got it from Costco, right? And look at this, 17 bucks, guys. This thing is huge. I always avoided this because this is a lot of meat, right? And there's only 3 of us, and you know, this is gonna have to go in the freezer. So I always avoided this, but guys, check this out, right? Look at this. Right here on the package, it tells you how to cut this meat up. You got pork chops, we got a roast. Guys, this is exactly what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be doing this video over 2 or 3 days because I actually eat everything that you see we eat for dinner. So I'll be right back when we get this out the package and cut this up. All right, guys, it says take 4 to 5 inches off one side. So that's 5 inches here. Let's do the other side here. And I'm gonna do 6 inches right here. Okay. All right, so down we go with this. Guys, this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm thinking this one here is definitely gonna be dinner this week, right? This is the 6-inch one. This we're gonna season up and let that marinate overnight. We're gonna eat this tomorrow. All right, so now we're gonna do our pork chops. So 1-inch pork chops, I'm gonna say like about right here, right? I'm gonna cut one. And the instructions also said leave the fat on top. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Guys, this is our pork. And look at the little marbling in there, that looks great. Right, keep it consistent, right? One thumb, I'm gonna cut it down. Guys, I'm not gonna bore you with the rest of this. I'm gonna cut them all the same size. I'll let you know how many I get out of this, right? And bring you guys right back. Guys, we got 6 pieces that are about 1 inch each, right? So we're gonna put that to the side. Now I'm gonna cut some a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go like 2 inches, right? We'll go like 2 inches. So we have nice, big, thick cut pork chops, right? Make these the same size. Nice, right? I'll just cut this one in half. 3 guys, this is our haul, right? So 17 bucks, right? We got a roast, right? We got a roast. We got another smaller roast, right? We got 7 1-inch cut pork chops and 2 2-inch thick pork chops, right? So guys, this is it. This is dinner probably for a week. And if you're eating by yourself, you'll probably be tired of eating pork. So I'm gonna set up ourselves to do lunch today with these pork chops. So I'm probably only gonna do 3. Yeah, I'll do three today for lunch. We're gonna do the pork katsu, the Japanese pork. So we're gonna go with this, right, for today. This will be dinner later in the week, right? Maybe some smothered pork chops, fried pork chops, right? Guys, and this will be another dinner, right? A nice thick cut pork chop. All right, so guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, to make this easier on myself, I'm gonna go ahead and go down with just a little bit of olive oil. Not too much. I'm gonna use this as a binder, right? Hold on. All right, so now we're just gonna rub this down with some olive oil, right? Just as a binder, so our meat sticks. And guys, I'm going down with some all-purpose seasoning, right? Garlic, black pepper, lemon pepper, right? You guys, then I'm gonna go down with some Szechuan, right? All right, guys, and that's it. This is gonna go in a Ziploc bag. Guys, this goes in a Ziploc bag. And we're gonna see this tomorrow. This is gonna go outside on the pellet grill tomorrow. Welcome in, welcome back, guys. We're making tonkatsu. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's okay. So we got our pork chops, we got flour, we got our sauce, right? We got breadcrumbs, we got a cabbage, and we got an egg. Right, guys? Easy schmeezy. We'll be right back. Guys, look at this, right? The breadcrumbs, right? The breadcrumbs have a tendency to burn before the meat is cooked, right? So this is like a 1-inch piece of meat. This is gonna take some time to cook, right? And by the time this is cooked, the breadcrumbs will be burnt. So we're gonna flatten this out so the cook time will be a lot quicker, right? So I'm just gonna put this inside Ziploc bag, right? So we don't get meat all over the place, and we're just gonna pound it down. All right, guys, so we got our pork all flattened out. I'm just gonna salt and pepper this, right? Guys, we're using kosher salt, right? All right, I'm just gonna put these in this pan for the time being. And these are gonna sit on the side for at least 15 minutes, right? All right, guys, so while our pork is marinating a little bit, we're gonna cut this cabbage up, right? That way, right? And then we're just gonna go ahead and slice it through a mandolin, right? And hopefully we'll get nice. Yes, that's more like it, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, shred these up. I'm gonna soak it in some water for like 1 minute. And then I'll drain it and it'll go in the refrigerator. This is gonna be served as a side. Alright guys, so our pork has been sitting for a little while. I don't know if you can see that little sheen on the meat, right? But we're gonna go ahead and season these up or flour these up, right? I did remove some of the pork, some of the fat on it, right? I thought it was just a little bit too much fat. If we were frying these up, this fat would render real good. But yeah, let's bread this up. Guys, here's our pork, right? It's all seasoned up. It's got the salt on it. It's got a little sheen to it. That's perfect, right? Salt's getting inside the meat or sitting on top of the meat anyway. So we're going to go in the flour, right? You know, because dry is going to stick to dry, right? So we're going to go into the flour, into the egg, right? And then into the panko. So dry, wet, dry. And then into the panko. Flip this over. Put it on top. And that's it, guys. Easy schmeezy, right? Flip it over again. Let's really get it on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit on top like that, and I'm just going to try and not remove too much of them, and I'm just going to put it on the side here. I'm going to do this again in the flour. Guys, this is the same thing for fried chicken, right? In the flour, in the egg, right? If you want that crunchy fried chicken, in the flour, in the egg, and in the panko. All right, you guys got that. Easy schmeezy. All right, guys, so all breaded up. This is what we look like, right? All breaded up. And now we're going to go to the fryer, so let me get you guys over to the pan. All right, guys, our oil is at 360 degrees. That's a little too hot, right? Because we don't really want to burn this breadcrumbs. All right, guys, so we're going to go down with our first pork loin or pork chop. And guys, I just remembered something we probably should have did. We want to just cut these on the side here so they do not crumple up on us. You know, we don't want it to turn into a cup, right? Flip this one. Let's take a quick temp on it, right? Why not? I'm coming in right at 209, guys. This is done. Well done. We're going to drain this off. And then we're just going to sit it on a rack, right? So it doesn't get mushy on us. Same thing for this one. Guys, I'm going to do the next pork chop. Or I should say the next pork loin. And I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so our pork is done, right? I want to just see if you guys can hear this. See this? How crispy that is? That sounds delicious, guys. So I'm gonna just slice this up real quick before I put it on the plate. It's gonna go down on our plate like so. And then we're gonna go down with our sauce, right? And guys, we're gonna go down with our sauce, right? I also got this out of Costco, but I was in there the other day. They don't sell this anymore. I had this sitting around for a little while. So we're just gonna give this a quick shake. We're gonna go over top of our pork, right? Like that, just a little bit. Right? Not too much. Now I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'll put a little bit on the cabbage. Why not, right? And guys, this is our plate. This is our plate. So let's give this a taste. So guys, please like and subscribe. So let's just take a quick look at our pork. Let's grab this one. Look at that, guys. If you could see that. It's just ever so slightly, right? Pink right there. Just so slightly. This is done. And it's steaming hot, guys. I'm gonna give this a try. Guys, the crunch, the low level of seasoning is not heavily seasoned, right? Now this is good. Let's get some of the sauce on there. Sauce, right? This is good stuff. That's the number one thing we did. That's the first thing we did with this pork, right? With the pork loin. Alright guys, so we're back. It's day 2, right? So we got our roast, right? Remember we cut that off the pork loin, right? And we got our garlic. We got some thyme, right? We got some cream in the refrigerator, half and half, right? And we're gonna do a take on 40 clove chicken, right? Is that we're gonna do 40 cloves or close to it with some pork, right? And we're gonna make a nice little sauce, right? And we'll slice this up nice and thin, and that's gonna be dinner tonight, guys, right? All right, so I gotta brown this up. Let me get you guys over to the pan. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go down with our pork loin. Just because I'm not so sure about this seasoning, I'm gonna do the not presentation side first. All right, guys, let's take a quick look. Pretty brown. All right, now I'm gonna do the fat side. Hopefully it doesn't stick too much. All right, let's take a quick look. It's been about a minute or so. I'm gonna turn this around. It's getting brown on one side too much. Just another minute or two. Then I'm gonna flip it back on this side, and then in goes the garlic cloves, guys. This is easy. All right, guys, it's been like, I don't know, a minute or so. Turn this back over, and that's it, guys. We're gonna leave it right there. I'm not even gonna do the sides at all. And then we're gonna go in. I'm gonna turn this pan off. I'm gonna just add a little bit more avocado sauce, avocado oil, and then we're going in with some butter. All in there. Ah, that's hot. And then, guys, we're just gonna put a couple of sprigs of thyme down. That's it, guys. Now, okay. Now, this can go in your oven, right? 350 degrees. I'm taking it out on the Traeger, 350 degrees. No difference. Traeger is an oven. Outside, I don't feel like heating up the house. So, in the oven, 350 degrees. Oh, wait, one more thing, right? If you have a thermometer of some sort, now is a good time to go ahead and insert it, right? Guys, we're gonna take this meat to about 135. Right? So it should be slightly pink in the middle, but it's gonna be safe. It's gonna be safe to eat. So this is going outside on the grill, or it's going inside your oven. And we'll be back. All right, guys, so our temperature probe has reached the desired temperature. Let's take a look inside. All right, guys, we're taking a look at this for the first time. Not bad, guys. This is looking good. Now we're just gonna take some temps with this just to make sure we're not. 142 is way over what 140, 150. All right, guys, this looks to be a little over using that probe. Guys, this is what we look like. And I did put a water pan in there, right? Just to add more moisture here. So let me go ahead and remove this water pan so I can get a nice little flyover. All right, guys, so we're back inside, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the side here, right? Put this in our aluminum foil pan and let this rest for a little while. And then we're going to work on our sauce. We're going to use everything that's in this pan right here, right, to make our sauce. We're going to remove the thyme twigs. All right, so we got the thyme twigs removed. And I'm put you guys on a tripod. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we started heating up the pan. I'm going in with about a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. All right, guys, so now we got the pan, we got it deglazed, right? Just go ahead and get all our little goodness off the bottom here, guys. Look at our garlic. Look at this. Look at the garlic. Look at that. Let me give you guys better light here. Hold on. Look at that garlic, guys. It should be nice and soft. Look at that. It's nice and soft. It just wants to mush. Guys, this is going to be delicious. All right, so that was a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. Then I'm going in with the same of half and half. I wish I had heavy cream, and I don't, so I'm just going to use half and half. So 1/4 cup of half and half. I might wind up putting a little bit more now that I look at this. Let's just see what we look like. All right, now we just want this to reduce. I'm going to turn the heat up. We want this to reduce. I'm going to just put a little bit more cream. Probably another 1/4 cup. All right. Now I'm not going to add any more seasoning to this before I taste it. So we're going to let this reduce and then we'll see what we got. All right, guys, this is pretty much reduced by half, right? And check this out, right? And look at this. It's coating the back of the spoon, right? Nice and good. So that's going to coat the meat. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off while we slice our meat up. And we're going to slice. I'm going to start on this side here. I'm going to slice this as thin as possible. Can you guys see that? Okay. I'm going to keep slicing this thin. Nice and thin slices, right? Guys, we might went a little over than what we wanted. But I would assume as we get closer to the middle, it'll be a little bit less well done. Guys, this is going to taste good anyway, right? Sandwiches tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Getting more of what we wanted. See how nice and glistening that is? Can you see that? Look how moist that is. Let me just do enough for tonight. And that should be enough for us, for the 3 of us tonight. One more slice. In case it tastes really, really good here. All right, so guys, I'm gonna move this to the side. And we're gonna put this on our plate. Guys, let me get a taste of this, right? Because I'm not really good at the end of the video explaining what it tastes like. So let's go ahead and go into this meat. And this is the end piece, right? So it's going to be a little bit more done. But guys, it's plenty juicy. Look at that. Plenty juicy. Let's give this a taste. Guys, I can taste the seasoning, right? Because we used the garlic black pepper seasoning, lemon pepper seasoning. I can really taste that through the meat. Guys, the meat is nice and moist. You don't have to kill this meat. You don't have to cook it to 165. You could do 165. It's going to be dry as all get out, right? So guys, this is great. Look, let me show you the plate. Look how moist that meat is. Nice, right? And I'm just gonna put the sauce right over top. Right on top of here. Right, just like that. So we don't want the sauce to overpower the meat too much, right? There's our meat with our sauce. The sauce is slamming, guys. It has a nice hint of garlic in it. It's creamy, right? And there goes our meat. Guys, this is wonderful. All right, guys, it's day 3, right? Day 3, we got our 1-inch cut pork chops, right? We're gonna put this outside on the grill. I saw this in the store, right? In the supermarket. Black garlic parmesan. Now, when you see something like that, it says that, you gotta stop and pause. So we're gonna do this 15-minute marinade, right? It says 15 minutes or longer, right? And we're gonna go outside on the grill, right? On a charcoal grill and grill this up. So, guys, I'm gonna start this up and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so the package direction says 1/4 cup of oil and 1/4 cup of water, right? So here's our quarter cup of water. Guys, this is so easy, right? And 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Doesn't look like very much, right? Smells decent, I guess. I don't know. Give this a nice mix. We're just going to give these a nice little mix. Alright guys, I'm going to mix this up every 5 minutes or so. And this is going to sit for at least 15 minutes. So it's going to take us some time to get the grill going. So I got a pot of rice on. So by the time that pot of rice is ready to go and the grill is started up, it's going to be at least 15-20 minutes. Right? Maybe even 30. So these are going to sit out and I'm going to let these marinate. And guys, I'll bring you back once the grill is all set up. Alright guys, it seems like it's getting ready to rain out here. So I'm going down right on our grill with these pork chops. Just want to get this done before any rain come. Alright guys, I know this is not going to put a lot of smoke flavor, but I'm going to just throw a couple of wood chunks on here, the Mystique. Hey, we're going to close this up. Alright guys, it's been 5 minutes. Let's just take a quick peek at the temp. We want these to be around 135 or so. 117. Alright, so a few flips on the hot side here, and these are going to be done. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this one here on just a little bit because it's a lot thicker than the rest of them. But the rest of these are coming off. Alright guys, so here's our pork chops, right? Just give you guys a quick flyover. Guys, these came out, these are looking pretty good, right? These are looking delicious. Now I wonder how much that marinade has done, right? So go ahead, we're going to just jump into this real quick. Alright guys, so let's jump in here. Right. This one was the one that was a little bit thicker than the rest. This is probably a little less well done. Let's see what we got. Guys, it's still a little slightly pink, right? That's cooked, right? Let's give this a sucker a taste. Guys, I don't know if you could see this. This is nice and moist. Right, so I get that marinade. But it's not super heavy. Guys, this is good. And this pork is very tender. We didn't overcook it. And the pork is nice and tender. Guys, I get the garlic, right? I don't get the Parmesan too much, but it definitely has a nice flavor to it. But you know what I think this will taste good with? Check this out. I'm gonna put that on a sandwich. Guys, I'm gonna go on top with a little bit of parm, right? Since we're supposed to have some parm on this. Right, so we got our parm, Parmesan on our pork chops, right? And we're just gonna put this in a sandwich. Hey, everything tastes better in a sandwich. Let's give this a taste. Guys, this is the way to go. This is the way to go. Nice pork chop sandwich, guys. The Parmesan cheese and a little bit of that garlic. Guys, day 3, right? So tomorrow's day 4. I'm probably gonna get a little bit problem from everybody while we eating pork every single day. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and do something different. Guys, this is good, this is delicious. So we're gonna move on to day 4, okay? Day 4 tomorrow, be back. All right, guys, so it's day 4, right? Or our 4th meal. And we got the other side of that pork loin, right? And we got some stovetop stuffing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice this open, put in the stovetop stuffing, and put it outside on the Traeger, on the grill. So I'm gonna set this up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're gonna have to split this open, right? I'm gonna take some of this fat off, right? Just a little bit, right? I want too much fat on here. We're gonna take all of it off. All right, because it's a really lean piece of meat. And we're just gonna try to split this open. I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna work my way back. Right? And we're gonna keep going until we have this meat opened up all the way. Now as I keep pulling back, keep pulling back. See how I did that? Nice and flat, right? All right, so now our stovetop stuffing is going, right? But in the meantime, I'm gonna salt and pepper this up. And once our stovetop stuffing is done, we're gonna let that sit for a little while. And I think I might put some other seasonings in this. You know what? Just salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is gonna be fine. And I'll bring you guys right back. Now we're gonna hit it with some salt. We're using kosher salt, of course, right? Some black pepper. That nice little press down. I'm gonna flip this over and do the same thing on this side. All right, and this is gonna sit here. We're gonna allow it to come up to room temperature, right? And then the salt will do its job and try and penetrate through the meat just a little bit, not too much, right? And then it's gonna go out on the grill. So guys, once this is done, I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys, so the meat's been sitting out about a half hour now or so. You see how that salt is got a little moisture on our meat, right? So it's kind of doing its job. You know, this could have sat overnight just like this. That probably would have been a lot better. But yeah, no big deal. So we got our stuffing. And we're just gonna go down with our stuffing, right? And guys, just in case you didn't see it earlier, they have a pork stuffing, right? They have a pork stuffing, stovetop pork. Some of this is probably gonna squeeze out on the side, right? And now we're gonna roll. I think I'm gonna roll this way. Right? And now I'm gonna get some twine and we're gonna tie this up. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna do anything special, nothing complicated. You know, I don't know how to do any special twist knots or anything like that. So I'm just gonna tie it, right? Boom. I'm just gonna tie it down. That's it, nothing special, easy schmeezy. Okay guys, and that's it. Now what I am gonna do, I am gonna season the outside of this a little bit. I'm just gonna go on outside with some complete seasoning, right? Because I'm not gonna brown this off or anything. I was thinking about browning it off. I was thinking about browning this off, but I'm not. I'm just gonna put this on the grill, and I'm not gonna go at a screaming hot temperature. I'm just gonna go I'm just gonna go probably like, I'm gonna go 225 for like about, I don't know, half hour to an hour. Put a little smoke on this, right? And so we should get color that way. And just so we know what we're doing, just how it goes, I'm gonna put our temperature probe in here so we know when we're done. Right? Say one about halfway is right about there. All right, so this is going outside on the grill, outside on the Traeger. I'll bring you guys back when we get outside. All right, guys, our grill is heated up to 225, and we're on super smoke. So we're just gonna go down with our meat, and that's it, guys. We're gonna close this down, and we're gonna let this go until we reach the internal temperature of 130, 135, and we'll be back. All right, guys, it's been about 45 minutes now on smoke, and this is what we look like. Guys, I'm gonna raise the temperature up, right, to 350 so we can get this meat done. We took on whatever smoke we were gonna take on. All right. All right, guys, so our temperature probe is reached. We're at 132. Let's see what we got. And that's it, guys. Here's our roast, right? It's looking good. Let's just get another thermometer in there. I'm pretty trusting on Traeger's thermometer. But guys, I think this is perfect, right? All right, guys, so this is rested for a little while, right? Let's go ahead and cut into this. I'm just gonna cut the first piece so we get a nice even. Look at the juice just coming out of that. Look at that, guys. How about that, huh? Doesn't that look good? See, nice and juicy. A little bit of a smoke ring, right? Guys, we gotta jump into this. This is a little tiny fork. We gotta taste this. Here's our meat. Look how juicy that is, guys. Guys, there's a little, we got a little bit of smoke flavor, right? The seasoning on the outside is just right, right? Perfectly salted too. Yeah, this is a banger. This is a good one, right? I know it's summertime, right? And this is a little bit heavy food because we're getting into the warmer weather, but guys, we paid $17, right? And this is our fourth meal. We still got one more to go. All right, guys, we'll be back later with the next meal. Guys, I'm gonna make my plate. I'm hungry. All right, guys, so we're at number 5. Number 5. Now, this is our thick cut pork chops. This one's a little bit smaller, right? So it's just 2 of them. I wanted to have more. There's 3 of us to eat, right? But I'm just gonna go ahead and marinate these up real quick. I found this Hawaiian tropical fruit juices marinade. So I'm gonna marinate this for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on the grill. Right, we're doing some barbecue chicken, and I'm gonna put it on the grill and grill it up. So I'm gonna marinate these. So I'm gonna let these marinate, and we'll be back with these in 30 minutes. All right, guys, so our meat has been marinating for about 30, or a little over 30, 45 minutes actually. So I'm just gonna put these over top of the grill here, over top of the charcoals, right? And we're gonna see how these come out. All right, so that meat is really hot. I don't want to burn it, right? The grill is really hot. Give that a quick flip. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at the pork chops. Our chicken is doing good, right? just want to quick temp these real quick. 81, 71, guys. Those are doing just fine. All right, guys, it's been another couple of minutes. We don't want to overdo this. Try and render some fat. All right. Got some decent color on the fat, right? All right, guys, I'm going to call this one done. I'm pulling this one off. Close this back down. All right, guys, it's only been a couple of minutes, not even, barely a minute. Let's take a quick temp. 143. I'm gonna give this a flip. And now let's take a temp. 148. I'm literally gonna go one more minute or so. Alright, guys, so it's been like 3 minutes or so. And guys, we're gonna cut into this pork chop. Guys, we're gonna cut into this pork chop. Right? I don't know if you can see that out here in the daylight. This is juicy. Man, I'm just gonna give some of this juice, why not, right? Guys, this is so good. That barbecue chicken is in trouble. Might not be eating that tonight. You guys. With the grill part, right? And that marinade is very subtle. The marinade is very subtle, but it's good. Guys, so this is part 5. And well, I should say the 5th video, right? It's the 5th video, guys. So, you know what? This is a banger. I probably should have cut 3 of these. Big size thick pork chops. Maybe with some mashed potatoes and gravy. Every day cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other recipes and let's get cooking.